All right, this video is the linear unit day. The constructor response number 10 is going to require you to graph the system qualities and maximum and minimum. Um, 1, 2, and 4 on the multiple choice will be sufficient to review that. So I'm going to start with question 1 because the graphs are already there. Then I'll pause the video for question number 2 to kind of show you how to graph them, and that may even be enough. I may not do question 3. Goes from there. Question 1. First of all, graphing y is less than or equal to x. Remember that y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept. The slope of this front line is 1 and its intercept is 0. So starting at the point 0, go up 1, right 1. This is the line y equals x. So if you look at all answers, the next line, I'll use red, y equals -3. If you'll remember, where are the y values that are -3? They are horizontally 0, -3, 1, -3. If you started graphing those, 0, -3, 1, -3, they are this line right here. So I'll kind of label them both in the middle there. And then the final line has a slope of -5 and a y-intercept of 15. So starting at 15, starting up here, go down 5, right 1, down 5, right 1. So this line is the y equals -5x plus 15 line. And of course, the name in all four. The question is not about graphing the line, it's about the shading. So let's go back to the first one. Y equals that shade below and make a solid line because it's equal to include the points on the line. So the diagonal line y equals x, all of your shading should be below it. So it's not answer A, it's not answer C, not answer D because there's shading above it here. So that's enough to answer question 1. Number 2, I'm going to pause and get a graph ready to start graphing it. You may want to grab some graph paper yourself. I'll describe what I've started so far for graphing, but when I graph it, I will kind of walk through it as well. I subtracted x to the right side, so slope-intercept form. In the one here, I chose to add the y to the right side and subtract the 6 to the left side and got this answer, x minus 2y. So you're seeing this as y on the left side, so I changed it to y on the left side, which changes the less than to greater than. And then the next two, x is greater than 0, y is greater than or equal to 0. Those are also lines we'll have to graph. But I'll pause the video and get the graph ready to start. All right, as you can see, I've got my graph ready now to start graphing these lines. I'll do that again. The first one in blue, y-intercept is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And the slope is -1, so down 1, right 1. I'll need to graph this line. I'm going to need a different graph, aren't I? Let me pause this again. All right, let's try this again. Y-intercept 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 1, right 1 gives us this picture. Line tool and graph in blue down that way. Ends this way. And I will shade below it. In my mind, I'm shading below. So all of my next one in red has a y-intercept of -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and has a slope of 1. So up 1, right 1. Going to cross right there. So I'll need a red line here. Let's see, grab this, and hopefully we got that. Red. Oops, undo. Line tool. Red. And we will shade above this one. So far our answers have to be in this area. Next line is x is greater than or equal to 0. All of the x's equal 0 at 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. That is the y-axis. So this right here, x equals 0. So shade where they're greater, shade to the right. So we're in this triangle. so far. Last line is y is greater than or equal to 0. And it says, so that's the x-axis, y equals 0, shade above. So we're final answer in this little triangle. Has point here, here, and here. Has the endpoints 0, 0, has the endpoint 0, 6, and has 0. To find the maximum or minimum of the function provided, you take the 3x plus 4y and you plug in the coordinates of the vertices because it's mathematically going to be the maximum and the minimum of this feasible region. Feasible, remember, is the shaded region that fits all of the inequalities. In 0, 0, 0, 6, 6, 0, and we get these answers. We get 0, 24, and 18. Which one maximizes? Well, let's point 0, 6 maximizes this problem, and it gives us a maximum value of 24. I'll tell you what happens a lot on this multiple choice question, just to kind of show some of those who might have just this question immediately and thought that the answer was D. It's a distractor. If you plug in, you'll get 20, the largest number you get. However, 8,1 is not in the feasible region. 8,1 is right here. And that's not in the feasible region, which means D is not feasible. It's not possible in the system of inequalities. So I think that's enough. That one question, two questions, question 1 and 2, to review, graph your inequalities, shade the region where they overlap, find the coordinates of the vertices of that region, and start into the function that's given. Show your work, explain your work, follow the rules of the constructive response. So I'll stop the video on this one because the linear constructive response is about systems of equations with three variables. So that's a different topic.